This is Chapter 5 of Thunder Cave. That afternoon, I went to the library and checked out all the books I could find about Kenya. I stopped at a map store and bought more detailed maps of the route I would take to the Guruman compartment. I skimmed the books and looked closely at the maps. I took notes and wrote a list of all the things that I needed to do before I left. Sam was coming back in 3 days. It would be much easier if I could leave before he returned. That night, I didn't go to sleep until, after midnight. I was exhausted, but happy for the first time in days. In my mind, I wasn't running away. I didn't belong in Nebraska. I belonged with my father, no matter where he was. I didn't know how he would feel about this, and I didn't even know if I could find him, but I had to try. The next morning, I turned on my mom's computer and wrote a letter to the Kenyan embassy. To whom it may concern, I'm requesting a visa for my son, Jacob Lanza. His mother passed away on March 3rd. I am working in Kenya as a field biologist for the Wildlife Research Institute. Because of his mother's death, I would like Jacob to join me here until we can work out other arrangements. I have sent him an air ticket to Kenya. At this time, I'm asking for a tourist visa. Should we decide to prolong his stay, we will apply for a long-term visa with the proper authorities. I am currently working in the field, and it is difficult to reach me by phone. I hesitated. This was the risky part. If I gave his phone number, the embassy might call the institute. I didn't know what they would say about my coming over there. The plan could be shattered in a second. And what if my father was back from the field? What if he was at the institute offices? It would be embarrassing, but at least I'd be able to talk to him. I continued. But you can try. The number is 27047-331-866. I would like to get Jacob over here as soon as possible, as he has no one to take care of him in New York. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Sincerely, Dr. Robert Lanza. Not too bad. I found some institute stationery and printed out the letter, then forged my father's signature. As I was reading the letter over, I was startled by the phone ringing. I picked it up. Jacob? It was Sam. Hi. Great timing. Stupidly, I flipped the letter over, as if he could see it. I almost laughed. How's it going? Fine. Look, he said, there are some things I need to take care of here. Do you think you'd be okay for a few more days? A miracle. Sure, I said eagerly. What's the matter? Too eager. Nothing, I said. Why? I don't know, Sam said. You just sounded much better spirits. I guess I am, I said. How's the money holding out? Fine. Good, he said. I should be back within a week. Can you do me a favor? Sure. Call the auction company. The number's by the phone. Tell them that I'm out of town and that we'll have to reschedule the pickup. Tell them I'll call when I get back. Are you still going to Honduras? Yeah, he said. In fact, it's the arrangements that are delaying me here. I have to interview potential student assistants for the trip. I didn't say anything. Anyway, he continued, I better be going. Everything okay? Sure, I said. Everything's fine. Good. Well, I'll call you later this week. I hung up the phone. He acted like nothing had happened. It was like my mother hadn't died. Look for what isn't there. Perhaps he was throwing himself into his new job as a way of dealing with his grief. It didn't matter. By the time he got back, I would be in the African bush. Before his call, I was feeling somewhat guilty about what I was going to do. But now what little guilt I had was gone. I wondered if Sam would even notice I wasn't here when he returned.